Hey, beautiful, enlightened people who don't want to be ignorant anymore and just ready to be enlightened and to see the truth. Welcome to the Ignorance to Enlightenment channel. Now, I'm not sure you guys have heard about a mystery four NASA astronauts hospitalized after return from International Space Station. All right, so let's get into it. Four NASA astronauts were taken to the hospital after their return to Earth. And then they aboard SpaceX craft, which SpaceX is the one that Elon Musk have. The crew eight astronauts landed in their Dragon capsule off the Florida coast, following over 200 days on the International Space Station. A NASA statement revealed that one astronaut received medical care following their early morning return on October 25th. However, reports later emerged suggesting all crew members have been hospitalized. Okay, so they said the NASA statement revealed one astronaut received medical care. Then they say reports later emerged that all the crew members had been hospitalized. See, allegedly here, maybe they already knew all of them had something, they just wasn't ready to put it out, or maybe allegedly the rest of the crew members didn't show anything, and then later on did. So it says one astronaut stayed overnight in the hospital, but NASA has since reported they are in stable condition under observation as precautionary measure. Information about the rest of the crew, the reason for their hospitalization, or whether their medical issues were related to their space journey remains undisclosed. Dun dun dun. Hey, they said the reason for their hospitalization or whether they received medical issues is going to be undisclosed. See, right there, you all, that's letting you know how the governments and the people in the upper echelon, they're not trying to let you know everything. And by coming out of ignorance and into enlightenment, that lets you know that there's been some things that they may have found with these people that they don't know about. And, they just may not want to talk about, allegedly. Following the incident, NASA Safety Panel has instructed SpaceX to prioritize crew safety ahead of future manned missions. The mission, which took off on March 3rd, was initially set to return in August. However, due to a series of delays, the 180-day mission was extended by 55 days, resulting in Crew 8 mission returning on October 25th, 235 days post launch. So, it says long durations. Astronauts usually spend approximately 6 months or around 182 days aboard the International Space Station. Long durations spent on the ISS are linked with conditions such as muscle loss, cardiovascular problems, and a decrease of bone density. Despite the NASA has not disclosed any details regarding why the Crew 8 astronaut was hospitalized. See, that's because there was something going on. Is either like allegedly, they didn't encounter some high intelligent beings and they all just going at it with each other, or it could have been some type of machine malfunction. But the fact that they don't want to disclose it, that lets you know, allegedly, and in my opinion, that it's something deeper. And I feel like it's something more than just being at a space station and some type of fall happened, if you know what I mean. But I do have to say allegedly because we have to protect ourselves over here in this channel. But as you can see here, they are saying muscle loss, cardiovascular problems, and decreased bone density. So their bones are getting weaker. They're not as strong. And that's just letting us know that our bodies, I wouldn't say it's not meant to handle outer space. It's just the food that we're eating on Earth has not been good enough. So that way when we do go out of space, we are we can we can we can stand it. We can withstand it, if that makes sense. So, hey, And I forgot where I was going with this, but there was another YouTuber that was talking about how certain astronauts come back with decreased bone density. So that right there is letting you know, that the way we treat our bodies down here, it's not right. It's not right at all. And we need to not only get healthier, but we need to get right back with nature, the universe, the planets, the skies. So when we're out of our element, we can fly, we can be healthy, we can be in the present moment. So it's just really time for us, everyday people, stop believing everything they show us on TV. And at the same, you can't believe everything you read either as well. You still got to research that. But I was bringing this article to you all. See, as you can see here, Stephen Hawking's end of the world prediction supported by NASA. Now, how would they know? How would NASA and everybody else know the end of the world? In order for it to be the end of the world, you got to have Mother Nature playing involved, or some outside force will have to destroy it, come here and to destroy it. I don't know. And then they wonder why their birth rate is going down. Like, it's just, at some point, people have to understand that whether you believe in God or not, you're not the God. You're not the God. Not everybody should just bow down to you or your collective of people who you think. Like, there's still a higher power, a higher source, a higher consciousness above everybody on this planet. And if you don't believe me, just keep living. You'll see. But yes, so there were some, what you all, this was very weird because I don't recall many media coverage. And if you notice, they've been very quiet on this. I want to say that, like, the UFO. I don't really watch mainstream media like I used to. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section that maybe they have talked about this, or or maybe they have been talking about more about higher intelligent beings. But it just seemed like when they've been trying to come out and say, "Hey, you all, there are higher intelligent beings," it seemed like after that, news that are on that topic, they try to keep quiet about it, or they keep it on independent media. This is why I'm saying, you all, over here in this channel, Ignorance to Enlightenment, we're going to be enlightened. We're not going to wait for the government. We're not going to wait for the mainstream media. I do have to protect what I say on here, because channels like this, they try to ban, they try to shadow ban, they try to make sure not too many people view the videos. And this is why it's important to like, subscribe, and share, you all. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share and hit the notification bell, so that way the word will get out and people's mind can be enlightened and come out of ignorance, and they can come out of being willfully ignorant as well. But yes, so this to me was very strange that you reported someone receiving medical care, but then you say, oh, well, later on, hey, all the crew members, shouldn't you look at all of them all at once? And but it may be, like I said, something happened to one crew member and they were able to get immediate care for that person, and then everybody else didn't show anything until later, and then when it later came, then all of them end up being hospitalized. But like I said, when it comes to the government, when it comes to NASA, they try to put out in the press what they want us to know. And this is where it's important to research, understand biology, chemistry, physics. You ain't got to be an expert in everything, but just be well versed, be well rounded. That's one thing I would give advice. Be well rounded. So when the upper echelons, when the CIA, the FBI's, and the government try to come out here and put out evidence or tell us this is what the higher intelligent beings look like, you have to be careful when they say that too. Because you got to understand, these people are not coming in, these higher intelligent beings are not wearing suits. Now, they say they wearing suits, but I don't believe they're wearing suits, because mainly if you listen to some of the people who've been abducted or other evidence that you've looked into, they're in their regular form. So it's got to be a group of people or a race of people who can tolerate that type of heat. They're not wearing spacesuits and no helmets. Just something to think about, you all. Just something to think about. And, like I said here, they're just saying, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, these people have been hospitalized, but we're not going to disclose. Yes, I understand there's a HIPAA involved, but sometimes it makes you wonder, hey, all these diseases we're getting, are they really from here? Or is it because we've been sending people up to space and then they come down here and they get something and then they don't know they have it, and then they get out there in the real world and then it spreads? Just something to think about. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, But it's something to think about, you all, as you go in the journey of being enlightened. Um, you have to kind of almost question everything. But I just brought this out because, hey, I didn't hear too much about these astronauts from Elon Musk SpaceX craft and the people he sent up there. They came back and they've been hospitalized, and it's no telling what they saw and what they encountered. Too bad they will come out and say it. Maybe somebody brave enough 10 years from now will say something. But anytime that happens, you know, as you can see in this picture here, it looks a little burnt. So it's showing you that, man, like that, it heats up that sun and that gas that when it as fast as it going and when it enters the atmosphere, it's burning it up a little bit. So yeah, you all, it's just a concerning thing. It's good to know that everybody's okay. Um, we just want to make sure that whatever these people have been hospitalized, it doesn't spread to the general population. But all right, you all, thank you all for tuning in. Again, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe and share and comment. And I'll talk to you all in the next video.